Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Boxing Pick, the premier destination for boxing picks. My name is Hisham, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the upcoming fight between unbeaten prospect Elijah Garcia, 16-0 with 13 knockouts, when he faces off against tough and tested Kyrone Davis. In a moment, I will be joined by my partner for this show, Stephen Breadman Edwards, who happens to be the head trainer for Kyrone Davis. And I will give you a small update of what's been happening. Kyrone Davis made weight yesterday, but Elijah Garcia didn't make weight. So a little while before the weigh-in, Stephen Breadman Edwards, they got word that Elijah Garcia was not going to be making the weight. He was 5.2 pounds over. So he was weighing around 165.2. They agreed that he would lose 2.2, which he did. He took some time, and then he came back in at 163 pounds, still 3 pounds over. They made some kind of negotiation. Breadman got in a stipulation that they would have a second day weigh-in where Elijah Garcia couldn't weigh more than 173 pounds. That would mean 10 pounds over what he weighed on the original weigh-in date. So just a little while ago, 9:30 a.m. local time in Las Vegas, they had the second day weigh-in, and Stephen just told me that everything went fine and Elijah Garcia did make the weight. So I will be joined now in a second by Stephen Breadman Edwards. I know he's in a hurry soon. The fight will take place in maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours, something like that. But we will have a quick word with him to hear about this fight. This is a fight where there is tremendous value to be had in playing Kyrone Davis to win the fight. The odds are so big, it's just totally out of whack. Elijah Garcia is such a big favorite, and I don't think that's called for. Kyrone Davis is tested, he's in tremendous shape, and he is ready to win the fight. Let's hear from Stephen Breadman Edwards.
I am joined by my partner, one of the greatest boxing minds we have in our sport, Stephen Breadman Edwards. Stephen is actually the trainer in the fight we're going to be discussing right now between Elijah Garcia, 16-0 with 13 knockouts, when he faces off against Kyrone Davis. Stephen is the trainer for Kyrone Davis. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, can you tell us what has been going on since yesterday? Everybody was waiting for the weigh-in. There was no weigh-in. Just tell us briefly what happened.
Briefly, Garcia was about 5 pounds overweight, so he had to go lose a couple of pounds, and then we had to do a second day weigh-in where he's not too heavy, just to make sure that the playing field was even. So he lost a couple of pounds, and he came in 173. So we have a fight. So the fight tomorrow.
That's great. Was there no discussion about him trying to make the weight completely, trying to make 160, or was that just too
He
far
came
off?
in at 165, so the commission said he was too far off to lose 5 pounds. So they made him lose 2 pounds, and then I said he can't rehydrate 10 pounds after that at 9:30 this morning. So he went up to 173, which is what I asked him to do. So we got to fight.
Did the Kyrone Davis also have to make the second day weigh-in?
No, because he made weight.
He made weight, yeah. And there was no issues, right? He made the 173.
Yes, he made Garcia made the 173. Yes.
All right. For those of you that don't know, this fight was supposed to be taking place March 30th, around 3 months ago. Everything was set. We had there were several press conferences, and we reached the day of the weigh-in, right, Stephen? Last time.
Yep.
Yeah, and what happened was that Elijah Garcia got sick. I heard him talking the other day about what had happened to him. He had some problems with allergies that developed throughout the week, and it got worse and worse. And basically, the day of the weigh-in, he couldn't breathe so well, so he had to go to a hospital, and the fight was called off. My question to you, Stephen, is after the fight was canceled, when you got home around March 30th, almost what is it? April, May, 2.5 months ago, right? Is it 10 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Around that? Did you start camp immediately, or or were you aware that this fight would be taking place around now?
I just knew that I was told that it will possibly be rescheduled, but nothing is set in stone in boxing. So um, uh, we went back and we let him get a little bit of rest, and then we started camp again around May 1st.
And how would you describe his shape right now compared to? Is he in the same? Because I know he was in tremendous shape. We talked about that in
He's
March.
in
He was
same
in really
shape.
good shape. Is he in the same shape?
Yep, yep.
That's incredible. That's good to hear. Um, what do you make of? I heard Elijah talking about this. I found this very interesting. Um, he said that after the fight got canceled, he saw a doctor. He had a 1 week off, no training. That sounds normal. But then he didn't feel so good, and he had to see a doctor again, and he took another 3 weeks off. What do you make of that in his preparation? Do you take anything away from that?
No, because the fight was canceled March 30th. So uh if he took 3 weeks off, he still had, at least 6 or 7 weeks to train for the fight. So I don't know. I think that we all had the same amount of time to get ready for the rematch.
Hmm. He said that he developed something called a respiratory infection. I read about this. I have some allergies also, which is why I found it interesting. It's we have to take him at face value on what he said, because really allergies can cause problems like this. And especially, I read the other day that if allergies go untreated, they can cause, you know, some more severe cases. So we have to take him at face value on that. I'm glad this fight will be happening now. Um, the line for this fight, Stephen, I find it very interesting. I know I'm not going to ask you to say anything that's, nothing about the game plan or anything like this, but have you seen how wide the line is for this fight? It's a very, very wide line. They have Elijah Garcia, a very, very big favorite.
I have. I've seen it.
Are they underestimating Kyrone Davis, in your opinion, or are they overestimating Elijah Garcia's ability?
I don't know. We got to see. It could be a little bit both. It could be both. We just have to see how they line up and see how they match up, and we'll see.
Yeah. For this fight, Stephen, I personally feel that this is a fight that goes the distance. First of all, I really believe that this fight goes the distance. And if we can find that at plus money, I think that's very good value. And I really believe in Kyrone Davis' skills and his willpower. And he seems in tremendous shape. I think he has a very, very good chance to pull off the upset. And I'm rooting for you, my mentor and brother. And I really hope that he comes through. He has everything needed to win the fight. Kyrone Davis can be had, if you like Kyrone Davis to win by a decision, he can be had at a plus 1800. That sounds like incredible value.
Yeah. I think he's going to win the fight. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked him out, but I definitely think he's going to win the fight. I said I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked him out, but I definitely think he's going to win the fight.
All right. So if we look at to win, just no specific method of winning, we can find out around a plus 1000 or 1100. So you're not sure that the fight goes to this. You're not confident the fight. You're not sure if fight goes the distance.
Uh, Kyrone was punching pretty good in camp. He punches a little bit harder than people think. So we'll see. I just got to see how they line up, but I wouldn't be surprised if he clipped them.
All right. So let's just go with Kyrone Davis to win the fight. No going the distance. If we're not confident in that, you can never know.
That's fine.
All right. So there you have it. This fight will be taking place today, later today. They just had the second weigh and everything is set to take place. Kyrone Davis to win the fight. You can find that at around plus 1000.
Take that.